teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there.
Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league.
Okay,
they'll
ready?
come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready?
2nd and 15. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Fight, 97.
They'll set up to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play G. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he...
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now Brown. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 2nd and very short, Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Let's go.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now Murray. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Connor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Down.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. To Connor on the check down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now stands at 13. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, 61 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Murray being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be swung out here for counter. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Murray off play action. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Murray going to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And here comes Dortch on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the turnover, here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Murray now. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Murray now to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Murray again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact,
Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Falcon. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First down, Murray. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Yellow.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing now is Murray. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
And there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball and trying to start things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. 2nd down and goal. Murray. And it's caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the tempo.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have taken a 4th quarter lead. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Connor going to try and run it, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go again with Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little
touchdown, Falcons? Cordero Patterson, 51 yards. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So that punctuates the comeback. They just came roaring from behind here in the fourth quarter to grab the lead.
And they decided, forget jabbing, forget setting them up. Just throw the haymaker, and let's get this thing done. That's exactly what just happened.
Now they'll try to preserve that lead with a little time still on the clock. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
212 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ready?
Third down, here's Patterson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Atlanta, the victory gets them back to 500, 8-8 on the year.